Hello everyone. I'm Ted. And in this video we will be continuing with Chapter 1. HRM. Concepts, Functions, Roles, and Competencies. Let's start. Now let's discuss competencies and qualifications of HRM. HR managers must possess excellent qualities of head and heart in order to get things done with and through people. They must also possess HR proficiencies, business proficiencies, leadership proficiencies, and learning proficiencies in ample measure, in order to succeed in a highly competitive corporate world. There are 4 key competencies and qualities of a competent HR manager, which are as follows: personal attributes, qualifications, business mastery, change mastery. Let's look at all of them one by one. Personal attributes. The HR manager must have initiative, resourcefulness, depth of perception, maturity in judgment, and analytical ability. Freedom from bias would enable the personnel manager to take an objective view of management and workers. He must thus have intellectual integrity. The HR manager should be thorough with labor laws. An understanding of human behavior is essential to enable him to be familiar with human needs, wants, hopes and desires, values, and aspirations, without which motivating people can be an onerous task. The HR manager should possess other personal attributes such as intelligence. This includes skills to communicate, articulate, moderate, understand, command over language, mental ability, and tact in dealing with people intelligently, ability to draft agreements and policies, etc. Learning and coaching skills. The HR manager should possess learning and teaching skills, as he has to learn and teach employees about the organizational growth, needs for and mode of development of individuals, etc. He should stay ahead of rivals, acquire relevant technical knowledge and practices having a major impact on the profession, and willing to spread the same among team members. Discriminating skills. HR managers should have the ability and discretion to discriminate between right and wrong, just and unjust, and merit and demerit. Leadership skills. HR managers should have the skills to lead a team, assume responsibility for actions, and deliver results in highly competitive situations. Executing skills. The HR manager is expected to execute the management's decisions regarding personnel issues with speed, accuracy, and objectivity. He should be able to streamline the office, set standards of performance while coordinating and creating productive workspaces. Experience and training. Previous experience is undoubtedly an advantage, provided the experience was in an appropriate environment and in the same area. Training in psychological aspects of human behavior, labor legislations, and more specifically in personnel management and general management is an additional benefit. Experience in an enterprise and some other executive capacity can also help towards an appreciation of the general management problems and a practical approach in tackling personnel concerns issues. Professional attitudes. The personnel manager needs to have a highly professional attitude. He should have patience and the ability to listen before offering advice. Ethical attitudes and legal compliance. HR has an important role to play in developing and implementing the code of moral principles and values that govern the behavior of employees in an organization. In the light of what happened in companies such as Enron, WorldCom, etc., because of unethical conduct of top executives, the subject of ethics and legal compliance has acquired great significance in recent times. HR managers need to conduct meticulous background checks on prospective employees. Moreover, they need to orient the employees on ethical dilemmas that could confront them from time to time and how to resolve such issues in an ethical manner. In case of any violation, the company should not hesitate to punish the person concerned. It is now a well-known fact that the CEO of Infosys paid a fine of 5 lakh rupees voluntarily for failing to inform the stock exchanges about selling stock within the mandated time. Such ethical behavior, especially on part of top management, will always shining example of exemplary character and conduct and guide the moves of all employees working therein. And now let's talk about qualification attribute. Qualifications. The job of an HR manager is fairly complex. Meeting the ever-increasing needs, aspirations, and expectations of employees is not easy. To complicate his role further, top management expects the personnel manager to convey its commands, instructions, policies, and programs to employees in an effective way. Liaise with line managers smoothly. Look after the safety and welfare of employees. Take care of the legal provisions governing the workplace. Offer expert advice on issues relating to human resource planning, recruitment, training, appraisal, compensation, etc. In union management relations, the personnel manager is expected to soothe frayed tempers, discontent and disagreements while creating dialogue and bringing about peace. While discharging the previous duties and responsibilities, he is not expected to lose sight of his moral and social obligations towards employees and the general public. Keeping the diversity and elasticity of the personnel manager's job in mind, the following educational qualifications may be necessary to achieve success. Degree from a recognized university. Postgraduate degree or diploma in HRM or MBA with specialization in HRM. Degree in law. Knowledge of local language. More importantly, the candidate must possess mastery on HR, implying knowledge and understanding of areas such as staffing, development, appraisal, rewards, team building and communication. Let's talk about change mastery of HRM. Business mastery. HR professionals do not seem to have adequate knowledge of how their company actually operates. They have little idea of the company's business model, where the revenues come from and in which direction the company is going. To formulate and implement appropriate strategies, HR needs to interact with top management and take a close look at the operational side of the coin. They have to be familiar with strategic planning, production, and marketing and finance functions. Let's talk about change mastery of HRM. Change mastery. HR professionals have ideas, but their ideas are mostly considered textbookish and theoretical. To gain acceptance from people, HR needs to back their ideas with supporting data. In order to implement a retention strategy, for example, HR managers must be clear about how much this would cost and by what percentage the company will be able to increase the employee retention and decrease the attrition, which are the companies that follow this kind of strategy and how effective it has been in their case, etc. To be relevant and useful, HR professionals need to be more analytical and data-oriented. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. This video is brought to you by Bookstune. Like this video to encourage us. Share this video to spread the knowledge. And subscribe to this channel for latest update.